shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my walk like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Following the interception, Mayfield. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
That's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Mayfield on first down. Gets this one to him. And out of bounds right around the 20. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
The score, Rams 14, Cowboys nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Prescott from the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position. as they take over.
Yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And the ball is out. Michelle lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield now from the 50. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott. It's complete. Left side to Aguilar. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
41.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mayfield. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a run with McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Prescott now. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the return is stopped well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game, almost Felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, Mayfield. Pass to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mayfield now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
You hear me laughing, partner. I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing. Prescott. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Dallas.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. And the return will stop right around the 25. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Michelle. Complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Sony Michel. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Rams 21, Cowboys 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. Get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mayfield on play action. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 6-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Curtis Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up on the field rim to Roby Coleman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And inches.
last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? They go play action here on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former Ram, the Calvary Coleman. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. I think probably just trying to draw them off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now Prescott. And now here's another interception. Able to get there and pick it. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Rams 42, Cowboys 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Good catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in there. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
On first and 10, Prescott. It's complete left side, Aguilar.
Prescott's
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Prescott will fire this deep for Ayuk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll throw again. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. The interception, Mayfield airing it out, looking for Ridley, and incomplete on the deep ball. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, Michel. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Michel, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun, Mayfield. And now here's another interception. Inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
At their own 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And the Cowboy first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, at certain plays.
Coverage has been, because even if they had the right Coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, they run with Michelle. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 27, Mayfield. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And will be intercepted. Cleveland LeBlanc with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On 1st down, Michelle. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one. Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. There's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Prescott off play action. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst.
Attempt.
And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. 4 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly...
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome. And a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.